So as I'm sure everyone knows, the Miami Heat is my favorite basketball team. And with the offseason coming to a close, I decided let's talk about a few players that I think the Miami Heat need pretty bad, or who I would love to see on the team. Now, number one, obviously, I've talked about him a lot. It has to be, for me, Donovan Mitchell. I feel like I'm always talking about Donovan Mitchell in some way on this channel, but he is a massive talking point for this offseason. I don't really think a single soul sees him staying on the Utah Jazz for the remainder of the season, and so it's kind of just a toss-up between a few different teams that he's going to, most likely the Knicks. But as we all probably know, the Knicks didn't give the Utah Jazz an offer they liked, and so I think the Heat can put together something maybe a little bit better for the All-Star. Now, like I said before, I don't know perfect trade packages that the Miami Heat could put together, but we have a lot of really good assets to throw at the Utah Jazz for their rebuild, who can give us their amazing player in Donovan Mitchell, and we are automatically finals contenders, and I would argue favorites. All right, next up, I feel like this might be a more surprising pick. I don't know how many people are usually talking about this player joining the Heat, but I have to go with Harrison Barnes. Now, if you know anything about the NBA or the Miami Heat, you would know that the power forward position is easily our weakest spot. Luckily, we just picked up Jovic to fill that hole, but we did just lose PJ Tucker to the 76ers this offseason, and it's kind of a void. It's a really weak spot for our team. Harrison Barnes would come in and be one of the best power forwards we've had for a little while. You know, we've had a very weak position there for a good amount of time. Now, I'm not a huge box score watcher, but I do want to read you the stats that Harrison Barnes posted last season for the Kings, which is 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists with almost a steal, on 47% shooting from the field and 40% from 3. Now, to me, that sounds like the ideal stretch four who, you know, maybe doesn't defend as well as PJ Tucker, but is definitely going to give you some buckets on a night-to-night basis. And last but not least, Myles Turner. Now, the center position is also a pretty weak position on our team, at least in the backup spot. I truly believe Bam Adebayo is the 3rd best center in the league, but when it comes to our backup position, it's a little bit worse for wear. Now, the Pacers are clearly in their rebuild era, and I think we definitely have some assets to throw at them to pick up Myles Turner, or, you know, someone like him. Myles Turner is going to come onto the Miami Heat and give you elite shot blocking, some floor stretching, and just some good scoring in general. I think off the bench, Myles is the quintessential backup center. He's also, I would argue, the quintessential starting center, but, you know, we have Bam for that. So yeah, there's not too much to say about Myles Turner. You know, just a great backup center for us, and I think it would be amazing to have him on the team. But I think that's all I have to say about him. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys see Donovan Mitchell, Harrison Barnes, Myles Turner on the team? Do you want them on the team? I'm really curious to know what you guys think on this, because, you know, the Heat do need to make some changes, I think. We definitely do have some good pieces still, but I would love to see something shake a little bit more. And so, Pat Riley, if you're watching this, make something happen.